Alright, so my feedback for today was when I was part of the last 10 people to present 1 minute each, that the last presentation was the most conversationalist, and that is what I aim to do, to truly be conversationalist and keep up that pace at the same time. Because one of the biggest messages from today's presentation by Rudy was the impact that we can make in people's lives, and I want to truly use the scripts to create that impact and come across as authentic and truly play that role I can in people's lives, to give them permission to treat and celebrate themselves and their lives and their achievements. So with that said, let me start. Okay. So now that we've all allowed ourselves to give ourselves permission to shop this cruise or to treat the ones that we love, the number one question remains: what is the number one item that gets purchased on a cruise vacation? And the answer to that question has been the same for decades: diamonds. But why even? Why do people shop for diamonds on a cruise vacation? It's not like our diamonds get mined in St. Thomas, cut and polished in St. Lucia. No, it is because whether your budget is $100 or $1 million, everybody shopping on a cruise has the ability to buy beautiful diamond jewelry. And the reason that this has been made possible is because of Royal Caribbean's decision to partner with an absolutely incredible jewelry retailer. We are now entering into the new era of shopping on a cruise, and you have chosen an incredible cruise line. Shopping on board has changed, and it has been revolutionized over the last several years. And Royal Caribbean has now been innovating at sea for decades, and they've been delivering that innovation for decades, and now they've extended it to how you experience your shopping while you cruise. Now, we asked you, our repeat cruisers, what it was that you wanted from an elevated shopping experience. And you made it clear, you wanted your shopping on board to be as immersive as all other aspects of your cruise vacation. You wanted an opportunity, an experience as good as, if not better, than the ports of call when it comes to pricing and selection. And we know just how precious your time is in the ports of call. I mean, especially when we're in the ports of call. You want to enjoy your shore excursions, you want to taste the flavors of the destination, and then you still want to find time to do your shopping. And I promise, don't worry, I will get to the ports. But Royal Caribbean has now made it as convenient as possible. They have given you all the time to do it all in the ports of call, because they've brought that same tax and duty-free luxury shopping people search for in the ports of call right here on board. They searched high and low for the one, the very best retailer, designer, manufacturer, and overall company, and they made the brilliant decision to bring the most innovative jewelry retailer from the ports of call right here on board, front row and center, Effie Jewelry. Now, Effie Jewelry can be found on deck number 5 on the Royal Promenade, and I want you to write that down on the front of your map. And if you're watching this on channel 13, grab a pen. Go ahead, I want you to write that down, grab a pen, because for the first time in Royal Caribbean's history, the very best jewelry shopping is right here on board, on deck number 5 in the Effie Jewelry store. It has never been more convenient, and the prices have never been better. Allow me to explain why. Who here has ever heard of vertical integration? Great, I see a lot of you have. In simple terms, vertical integration brings the different stages of production and the supply chain under one roof. Did you know that any piece of jewelry you own will pass through multiple hands before it gets to you? Now, allow me to explain how a typical piece of jewelry is crafted in order to better understand this. First, you have to start with a design or a sketch created by a jewelry designer with a vision. After that, it would go to someone to source the gemstones to be used in that piece. Then someone has to cast a wax model, which in itself requires a skilled artisan. After that, you take it to someone to create the plaster mold, and then someone will melt the precious metal to pour into the cast. After which, someone will then hand set the gemstones into that piece, and then it goes to someone to be polished and refined. And finally, the completed creation gets sent to another 6 to 8 hands. But wait, it's not done yet. It then gets sold to a jewelry wholesaler who sells it to a jewelry retailer and then to you. Now, what do you think happens to the price at each and every stage of the production? Each time a piece changes hands. That's right, the price goes up. Now, what do you think would happen if we were to put all the stages of production under one roof and cut out all the middlemen? What do you think will happen to the price? Of course, you will save money and the prices will go down. This is why we will all be shopping for diamonds this week. This is why jewelry shopping is the most popular activity to do on a cruise. It comes down to one store and one store only. You know the name, go ahead, shout it out. Effie Jewelry. Everything at Effie is done in-house. From inspiration to creation, it all happens in a 2-block radius in the world-famous New York City Diamond District. They are 100% fully integrated and they have the ability to control each process of the production. And that means you not only save money, but they bring craftsmanship and quality to its pinnacle. Allow me to, for a short while, to explain to you the story behind the store, to give you a little bit of history of Effie. I find this so inspirational and I know that you will too. Mr. Effie founded this company in 1979 in New York City. And when he came to this country, his dream with absolutely nothing in his pocket and a suitcase in hand was to create stunning jewelry. Jewelry for everyone, regardless of your budget and your lifestyle. And that is how one man's passion became a dream, and that dream became the largest family-owned jewelry manufacturer in North America. He also was committed to keeping manufacturing in the United States. So doing, delivering the highest standards of craftsmanship and quality. He wanted to create innovative and timeless pieces that represented who we are and represents who we are. And he did exactly that. When you go into the store today, you will see it for yourself. Each and every piece and design is as unique as each and every single one of you sitting right here. And as I said earlier, everything in Effie is done in-house, from design to showcase. And that is why we all benefit from vertical integration when we shop with Effie this cruise. And talk about the American dream, from humble beginnings to one of the largest jewelry manufacturers in North America. You will find their designs from Saks Fifth Avenue to Macy's to the red carpet. Just imagine the sheer volume that they buy in. Yet another reason why we will all be saving when we shop this week. And this is why Royal Caribbean can be so confident in their partnership with Effie, and why we can be confident and you can be confident in your wearable memory to last a lifetime. And not only do you have the assurance of the highest quality and craftsmanship, but you also get a lifetime guarantee. That's right, a lifetime guarantee. I can tell you from experience that no other major jewelry retailer in the Caribbean will offer you a lifetime guarantee. Again, that is that confidence that Royal Caribbean can have in partnering with Effie and you in getting your incredible pieces of wearable art. And then I would do you an absolute disfavor if I didn't mention this very important part. When you shop with Effie, every piece that you get comes with a lifetime upgrading policy. So what does that mean? That means you can shop within your budget this week and upgrade to something a little bit bigger next cruise, next week, 10 years from now, to that dream piece that you've always wanted. And above all else, when you buy a piece of jewelry from Effie, you get a brand that stands behind their jewelry, that brings their passion, their loyalty, and their love, not only to their designs, their creations, and their jewelry, but to you, their customer.